Oh, it works. It works.
No. On your tripod. Oh, more.
I think I call. Nope. Go, shawty. It was working perfect.
Okay. I just don't want your phone to fall and all
It
that.
won't. It's perfectly secured by a paintbrush and a pen. You can tell. Nothing bad will happen. Okay. Let's touch the buttons. I am ready to touch some buttons.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Alright. Did you see this? I brought that for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I present you the back scratcher.
So you want to make beats with a 1920s computer?
Yes.
I can show you how.
Yes.
You like what you hear? What we're gonna do is we're gonna have to do all of these, every single one, and then we're gonna make it from scratch. And do you think it would be better if I just explained to you what to do instead of doing it? You want me to show you?
I mean, I can.
Like, should you be my hands and I tell you
Yes.
everything to do?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And can I
could
change
kinda
some
show
stuff?
you.
Can I change some stuff, like, you know, so
Well,
it makes a
it'll be-
different sound?
Yeah,
It'll be different.
It'll be different, yeah.
Alright.
But I'll show you basically how something like this is made. And I'll teach you. It'll be a lesson.
Alright,
It'll
nice.
be a lesson. And the lesson is going to be about... Here, give me.
I want to see if
Kidnapping my babies.
I'm sorry. I just want to see if we can see all the. Can you reach out to the up where we are doing the things?
Up?
Where we are doing it? Can you reach out? I want to see if I can see you. No. I want to. I just do. Where are we gonna be?
Wait. Hold on. I can't find my tripod, but...
No, this is perfect.
No. Hold on. Watch.
Oh damn. And can you make that tiny? Okay. I see you.
You fuck with it?
I do.
And then, yeah, you can adjust the top or the bottom.
But it's not gonna be. My phone is too small.
Smaller than this?
Yeah, my. I think so. But then this is. Can you put it sideways though? And then it's also connected to here. Yeah, no, it's plugged in.
You can put it sideways.
But I mean, it's plugged in right
I have
now.
a battery.
So no excuses type shit.
Kinda. I mean, kinda just like I've done everything before type shit.
Alright.
I've done everything.
Alright. Damn, I got no
I've hit every problem before type shit.
I got no
I'm you in the future type shit.
I got nothing to say. Alright, cool. So we're not gonna work on the other project no more, or are we gonna do that later?
We can fuck with it. That synth is still on. The
Alright.
Oberheim Matrix 1000 is still on. It's hot. It's warmed up. Actually, no, that one broke. The
How do I
the Roland Jupiter 8 is still So
can you help me grab this right quick? Just grab this one.
Yeah. And I do have a USB extension. I guess we could do. Yeah, you're right. No, don't risk it. You're right.
What? Don't risk what?
I don't think it's gonna hold it.
It is.
You were right.
No, it is.
But like barely.
It's okay. No, I am gonna risk it completely. It's cool. It's steady.
Okay.
It's very steady.
And then let me just get a USB extender. I think I have one right here. And I'll just extend that cable. Yep.
It's very, very steady. It's cool.
And what's cool actually is we can, you see the synth here has a module that's just USB ports, so we can actually even charge it right off the synth here. The synth will charge your phone for us.
Whoa. Right.
Is that fucking hot or what?
That is very hot. Yeah, it's gonna charge my phone. Is it charging?
Yeah, it is. Fuck. I
Okay.
really don't want to move this thing,
I
but
don't-
we can maybe tilt it a little bit to where it's closer.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, right there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
like
see. You kind of. I
like it.
can it be pan portrait because it's
No,
taller.
I don't want to.
Yeah, okay,
'Cause
we're
it's-
gonna
'cause it
mostly be working up here.
Because it's
anyways.
gonna be for YouTube, so it gotta be. You know.
Fuck, I wish we could bring it closer.
I mean, over there it was. You could see the whole thing.
No,
where
no,
it
no,
was
no, no,
before.
no.
Yeah.
No, give me 1 second.
No, wait.
no.
Let's just play with this.
No. Just...
Let's lo-fi content. No, too much stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Let's play with this. Let's get to the craft.
Yeah, you're right. It's more about the sounds and shit, anyways.
It's more about the us.
The experience.
The experience.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
so true.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We are lo-fi creators.
We're lo-fi creators. We're low-tier creators.
No, high-tier lo-fi creators.
We're low-tier gods.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where the... Oh, here.
High-tier lo-fi.
Yeah. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be on randomization. Okay.
Okay.
And also, I don't want this near your laptop because it's a Mac. It's expensive. If it was a PC, I wouldn't.
No, it's okay. I always do this. It won't happen nothing. I just gonna move this because we're gonna be
Oh,
walking.
actually, I have a better idea. Let me move your computer over to the safe
Yeah,
zone.
yeah. Okay. You
And
see,
that's
now
why I
we
keep
can.
it so organized in here, so you have a little safe zone here. So keep your laptop here where it's safe.
I'm gonna bring my soldering stuff here too.
You're gonna keep it in the. So, yeah. You
In
can
the
put that
safe
stuff. You can put that stuff up here, so it's a little bit out of the way.
Perfect.
This is perfectly clear for the beverages. This is the beverage table.
Nice.
This is done, right?
I don't know. I try to get all the protein out of this.
Fuck yes. I always drink the drops. Always.
So I'm thinking I want to do a proposition for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you change your Instagram name to the image of synth?
That's a really good name for my synth account.
Right? Because
That's
it's like
genius.
because your image of sin and an image of synth.
God, I should pay you for that one. I don't mind paying
Yes, yes, pay me. Definitely, thank you. You have a synth right
Does
there.
$100 sound fair?
Yeah, of course. So is that thing $100? We can do an
I'm
exchange.
gonna legally trademark it. So
Damn.
you're giving up that intellectual property. That's what I'm paying the $100 for.
Okay, yeah, I give you the intellectual property of the image of synth. Here you go.
For my synth stuff.
Oh, for your synths.
Yeah, because I have an Instagram for my synth stuff.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram, which is my personal Instagram, which will probably be my music Instagram if I start, you know. But that's Image of Synth, the one you know I give to everybody. That's the one I use. Then I have another Instagram that is just synth stuff. It's just synth shit.
Yes, do that.
And
Image of synth.
and the name of it right now is with underscores in between each word. A lot of synth.
A lot of synth.
Yeah, because when I first got into this shit and I built my first system, I sent it to my roommate from college, and he was like, "Damn, that's a lot of synth."
That's a lot of synth.
And I thought it was funny. So
That's funny, yes, but
I made that my Instagram, but that's way better.
okay, so
that's
put
way
image of
better.
synth, and then in the description put, "Wow, that's a lot of synth."
Nah, fuck that. No, fuck that at this point. Your idea just trumps all.
Right,
and then
thank
they're
you,
connected.
thank
They're
you.
perfectly connected now. They're harmonized.
Thank you. All right, $100.
Yeah, $100. No problem. So yeah, today's lesson is going to be on randomization.
Okay.
But before we start randomizing, we're going to start with just making a basic thing.
In
Right?
your hand. Okay.
You're the hand?
In your hand.
Okay, so we should probably swap
I'm the
places.
handyman.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Point at the hole, and
it
I'll
all-
introduce
So.
my cable into your hole.
Perfect. You're gonna peg me.
I'll peg you,
all my
yeah.
holes.
Yes.
Beautiful. You would be into that.
Definitely.
I bet you eat ass too.
No, I don't.
You don't? That's where you draw the line.
That's where I draw the line.
Damn.
I can peg the ass. I don't eat it.
How
Unless
many
you're
guys,
my girlfriend.
How many guys have you pegged?
I only No, I pegged. So I haven't pegged guys. You know. I pegged. You know. Girls. Yeah.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
So you're bi.
Yeah, I'm bi. Yeah.
That's chill.
Yeah.
You're greedy. Greedy
I
fuck.
I pegged girls that didn't have no pussy though.
Like, fucking.
Trans
Yeah,
girls. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And what else? That's it. I never dominated a man like that.
I would
Oh, step
fucking.
on his
I
back.
would kill to fuck like a. God, why can't I fucking remember the word? Like, yeah, the fucking trans chick. I would kill to bang a trans chick. I met a super hot trans chick that lived a few hours south, and she had an OnlyFans, and I was just way too thirsty, and I scared her away.
Oh, yeah. You gotta drink some water before you approach
I
them.
know.
Yeah.
I forget what I said, but it was something along the lines of like, I want to suck that little girl cock clean off your off your body or some shit, something like that.
Wait.
Maybe not that bad, but
Is Twitch? Wait.
Maybe
Are we
not that
streaming?
bad.
Are we streaming? I think we're.
maybe not that bad, but in the ballpark. In the ballpark.
In the ballpark. I hope I don't get a
same
strike.
ballpark. Not as bad, but like
In the
like if,
ballpark, but I'll suck those balls.
like, like if that was a home run, then whatever I said was like maybe a base or two.
Whoa.
Okay, so you're my hands.
I'm your hands, yes.
Okay. So one thing that people who do this shit, I feel like know, like we have nothing going on,
Okay,
right?
yes.
One thing we know is like where our patch ends and begins, like the 2 points where it starts and begins.
Okay,
Because it all travels through. We need signals that tell it when to play, and those are just electrical signals that we don't want to hear because they just sound like pops.
Yep.
If we were to listen to them, we call those control voltage.
Okay.
In this case, they're called triggers because it's just like a light switch. It's just sending an on or off, and you can see.
Okay.
On.
Oh, so you can modulate. See, like the.
Well, I'm changing the width, how long they're on or off.
Okay, so it's a wave, basically.
It's a square wave.
It's a square
so
wave.
a trigger is always a square wave.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and these ones are continuous.
All right.
They're just really slow. We could speed them up and they become like oscillators, basically.
Yeah.
It's basically a square wave oscillator now. If we were to listen to it, oh fuck.
And you need a
That's
longer.
far.
You need a.
Where was it?
Don't you
Okay,
have a one that is like that connected to
we're
a
fine. I'm stupid. This is a mixer right here, so we're fine.
All right, cool.
So if we listen to it, it does sound like an oscillator.
Yeah.
Because it is a square wave. But usually, like when it's doing our tempo for us, this is what it would sound like.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't sound too bad actually, but you don't listen to it.
Yeah, that's a little bit fast tempo though.
Yeah. So this is what we call a clock frequency, and this clock is just this on-off thing consistently at a tempo, and it's just synchronizing all the modules together. So like maybe you have an echo module and you want the echoes to be in time with it, you would send a clock to that echo module. Let's say you want a sequencer to send notes to a synth, you would want a clock sent to it so the melody or whatever it's playing is in time with the drums. Clock is this signal that keeps everything on sync, in sync, right? So basically, to send out clock, we have one thing that's usually called a master clock. The most popular master clock in the world is this one, Pamela's Pro Workout, and you can tell why, because it's really sexy. And if we look at the back of it real quick,
whoa, you're gonna unscrew for me?
you'll see why.
Says Lee Guts. She's cute.
She's hot, right?
She's hot. What's her name again?
Pam.
Pam. Pamela.
And she's
For
gonna
workout.
work the shit out of your fucking synth.
Whoa,
She's
this
here-
is cool.
she's
Is this one you made this one? Is it like
No,
a handmade
I
one?
didn't make that one. They don't. This is a British company, AOM. They don't do DIY stuff.
Alright.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it'll be fun once.
Yeah,
I put
with
the
the
screen
with the screw.
in. But where is it? That's I did make that panel.
Did you engrave this thing into it?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, I manufactured and I designed the layout of the panel.
So look, I have a friend that has a studio, and I would like to make a little panel thing for his birthday. Do you think you could like?
Yeah, I
like,
also made this one. I made this one and this one. Both of these I made.
Yeah. So do you? Think,
I didn't do the art, but I did the panel design and the manufacturing.
So do you think you can? How much does it cost to make one?
Nothing.
So,
it's just time.
So
and
how much is
so
like
once,
one? Like if it's this
so
long?
I own all the equipment to make anything. It's no longer about money. It's literally just about time. Do I want to spend 100 hours to make this? I mean,
100 hours.
For example, but this would not take 100 hours. This would obviously take a lot less time.
How much would something like this size take? But let's say it's only like in the middle or something like that.
Like a studio blank panel like this? So this is what we call 19-inch rack.
Okay, 19-inch.
Yeah. So you want a 19-inch like a
Yeah,
panel?
with something on it. Something nice on it. And I can design.
I don't think I can actually work on stuff that's that big, but
Maybe just on the middle, a
You-
little one. Little one.
smart, very smart. That's very, very smart. Yeah, because actually my fiber laser is pretty big. I have a fiber laser. It's a laser that engraves metal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, that is very smart. We could. It might not do the entire thing, but it might get like this much.
That's cool, but
You know, and then yeah, we can.
how
engrave.
much would that take?
So it doesn't cost me anything to engrave it. All
It's
it
time.
costs,
How much time would it take?
however much it takes you to design it, however complicated it is. You could just say "fuck you." It would take 2 seconds to make. You could say "fuck you" and put a bunch of custom drawn flowers around it. That could take 100 hours. You know, so it all depends, right?
All right, cool. So I want to do a little one for my friend, and then as a regular one for me, for like the studio
Yeah.
rack.
Yeah, that could be cool. That would be chill.
So while that is going on, I can cook Peruvian food for you. Since it's about the time, I can
love that.
distract you and entertain
There's
you
a
with
Peruvian
food.
restaurant. There's a Peruvian restaurant here in McLean.
You see, I can entertain you. I can tell
like-
you jokes,
like half
and we
a
can
mile
go
away.
eat Peruvian food
So if you
while
ever
it's printing.
if you ever want to just like eat Peruvian food, I'm down. And there's
Matter of fact,
places
I
in
need to
McLean.
eat today.
Yeah. Should we go get your salad?
No, because that's my dinner. I need a lunch because I am bulking, so I need to eat
Something
a
more
lot.
intense.
Yeah, but let's.
So should we order Peruvian?
You want to? Yes,
On
and then
me.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
On you?
On me, of course.
Damn. Okay,
Always.
cool.
Always.
All right, cool. So.
Women never pay
damn.
for anything.
Damn. Or anything.
Women are never allowed to pay.
I don't even carry a wallet with me.
Good. Perfect.
I don't have one. Money? What's that? A bank account?
The only
No.
the only reason for you to carry a wallet is for ID.
Exactly, for ID. Just to show that I am old enough.
Yeah.
drop. This joint, this is gonna get views for the wrong reasons.
True.
Okay, so let's synth so we have some sound,
Yeah.
and then we can get inspired, we can order some food, and then we keep synthing.
That sounds chill. It's a good idea.
Cool.
So this is our master clock. It sets the tempo. Pam is a crazy one. This is a really simple one.
What?
He's just called the count.
Count.
So we want to take him and set him really fast.
Why?
Because we are going to take this really fast tempo and we're going to divide it down. And by dividing it down,
It's gonna slow it down.
it's going to slow it down, but we can also have copies of it that are at full speed. So then we have a wide range of what we can do. Whereas if it's here, like,
That's gonna be
There
our
are-
smaller count type
yes.
shit.
And there are modules that can multiply. Like, for example, this one is a clock multiplier. And then, like, right next to it I have a clock divider. So these are like the two classic ones, you know,
Alright.
multiplier and
So-
divider. But
so
up here we only have a divider. So
Alright.
because we only have a divider, then we have to be a little bit creative
Yeah.
by blasting the tempo up.
Alright,
really
that's
fast.
cool. Okay. So it's basically, that's gonna be like a smaller note. Let's say this is like a semicorchea, and then we can do the other stuff with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know the names of the note values in English. I just know it in
Yeah, I
Spanish.
forget. And so basically then we have this fast tempo, and it's coming in here, and it's getting copied 6 times.
Alright.
So if we set every knob to max,
It's gonna be exactly the
6
same as this
copies.
one.
Yeah, and these, by the way, are just mutes. You want to drop out your kick drum, boom,
Wow.
the kick drum's out. And you're not even, and over here,
Uh-huh.
we have mixers. You can mute in the mixers too, but we'll get to that.
Oh, that's cool. So we can set them to different things.
Yeah, and so what we're going to do now
Uh-huh.
is we are going to do the simplest demonstration possible. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to, which are your favorite 4 knobs out of here? I guess you're kind of little, so you probably want these 3 and then
No, I like this one's.
these 4?
This 4, yeah.
Okay. So this is channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright.
And so
So
what
we're gonna
going to
use
do,
1, 2, and...
we're going to use 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 4.
So right, they align,
Alright,
you know,
cool.
there. So basically, wait, did you do that?
Yes, I did that.
Very well done. You're gonna be great at this. You're gonna be great at this. You're gonna be great.
I know, yes.
Yeah, you already knew. Yeah. I mean, I honestly, if I'm honest, I don't think I've like ever shown someone this who actually. Oh, actually, I did show one friend who he did understand and like he got into this shit, but
cool.
he was never interested in actually doing this. It was just it was like we got high and
he was
just learned it on the spot.
Hyper concentration type shit.
Hyper concentrated type shit, but he's not like, he's a nerd, but not this kind of nerd. You know what I mean?
I'm a big nerd and I'm a sound engineer, so
exactly. Like, this
you
is some
got
shit
you got yourself
actually,
a cool friend that can listen to you for hours.
Exactly. So true. So okay, we're gonna take the first channel.
All right.
And we're gonna plug it into this one called Cricket. Cricket is 4 different synthesizers.
Ooh.
But they're really, really simple.
Okay, so what do they do?
It's just a square
It's
wave.
a little cricket.
Yeah. So it's just a square wave.
Okay.
And for each synth, we only have 1 knob.
All right.
And that's pitch.
Oh.
Low to high.
Oh, so wait. Is this basically we could create a chord basically with them?
Very smart. We could. Very, very smart. We could. So, again, we're setting the clock.
Me.
Here, I want you to explain what's happening in the patch so far, just to confirm. I know you already.
All right. So this is the clock. We're going faster. This is sending it to over here. This is basically just like a little mixer, you know.
It's multiplying it.
Multiplying it. Okay, it's a multiplier.
It's a mult. Yeah.
It's
So something that creates copies.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a mult. So like a mult, if we want to copy this clock, we put it in here. Now we have a bunch of copies here. It's giving us copies. It's multiplying it. Not in its speed or anything, but in its how many there are. Yeah.
All right,
and the mult is the simplest. So it's multing it, and then it's also each one is.
Wait.
We have 6 copies.
Wait. Okay, so it's making them faster. Is it controlling the?
So at the top it's the same, and if we turn it
dividing
down,
it. So it's multing it and also dividing it.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Exactly.
So we have.
And then we get the output here. So after we've taken the normal one, and we've divided it to take some out, then we get it here. And you can see it blinking here. But we can't hear it. Now we're not dealing with clocks anymore. We've dealt with the clock. We've told it when to play. Yeah. But we want to hear it.
So now you gotta get the out of here and put it where?
Guess. We'll follow the yellow wire and, I mean, it's kind of complicated.
No,
this is the mixer. This is
I can. Okay, so it's in.
So just, go to in 1 right here.
In some,
So this is input 1.
We gotta put it in somewhere.
Yeah, this is input 1, input 2, input 3, input 4. And again, these are mutes, so if you want to mute it.
That's it.
And then here you have gain and level. Just leave the gain down in most cases.
Okay, so got
gain is like
pitch,
distortion.
Gain and level.
So you know gain is distortion and level is like a clean volume. And then this one in the middle, don't touch this usually because this is a heavy distortion switch. I mean, you can fuck with it. Go crazy with it. It's honestly a sick mixer. Just go crazy. Distort if you want. Okay, so now we have that one. Let's get a second one going, right?
Right.
sick, right?
All right, cool. So look.
Great Depression beats, dude. What are you gonna say? Your mind.
And then is this one gonna be the second knob or no? We don't have that.
So they actually, it's 4 oscillators, and they actually are mixed down to 1 output.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
because of that, then it only takes up 1 channel in the mixer.
So look, can I try something?
So we can't change the volumes of them against each other.
Can I try something though?
Mm-hmm. Please do. Do whatever you want. You can't break anything. These are impossible to break unless you. These are impossible to break unless you pull them out and fuck with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I need to find out how I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Tell me what you're trying to do. Maybe.
I'm trying to have each one of them be controlled by each one of these knobs.
That's not possible, sadly, because the mixer is just built into it.
All right.
Yeah.
But let's try to.
But you can mute them. Remember up here.
Yeah.
So you do have a mute. If you want to hear specific ones, you can mute them.
All right.
And it's kind of cool. You're not muting the audio. You're muting their clock signal. You're muting that signal that's telling them when to play. So you're just like kind of telling them not to play. Okay. So two controls on here. 2 master controls on here. Nice. 2 master controls on here that affect everything.
Okay.
All of these. So these are obviously how divided each one is. You understand it. It's fun. It's great. This one, that's swing, and it looks like a germ. It looks like a germ, but this is swing. Yeah, and then this is the width, because remember this is a square wave.
Yeah.
So this is like PWM. So it's how long it's sustaining, how long it's on versus off. This is, it's on for a second. Yeah.
And the other one's sustained.
And remember to play with the master tempo as well. Master tempo and these master knobs. Play around with those and get a good feel. I mean, you obviously know what they do, yeah. It's interesting, right? How a lot of these concepts you learn from a dog, even, and they translate to old. This is actual old circuitry. Like, I mean, these aren't vintage, but I mean, things like clocks. These are things like clocks. These are present inside computers today. Clocks are how the circuitry inside of modern computers and your phone runs. Your phone has clocks in it. Not that you hear, but that synchronize, you know, the thing that does your screen, or the thing that does your touch, or the thing that does your speakers. Like, it's all those things have to sync the same way an old analog computer like this does.
Yeah.
So this is just an old ass computer that's used to make beats. That's all it is. It's lab equipment.
Whoa. It is. We were talking about this the other time. It is lab equipment.
Yeah, because I showed you the Buchla over there, and Don Buchla, he was one of the first to turn lab equipment into a modular synth, into a musical instrument, something that was designed to make sound and designed to make music. Not just, oh, we're not supposed to make sound with it, but we can. It was like actually designed to make music.
Yeah.
With notes and shit. Okay, so you've learned all the concepts here.
Yeah.
Now.
But I like this swing. I like this flow.
You like it?
Yeah, I like this one.
Now, remember where I said the lesson was actually on?
Huh?
What was the lesson actually on? Remember?
The last thing that was on?
What is the lesson supposed to be on? Remember I said at the beginning what the lesson is on?
The lesson is on. What do you mean?
What the topic of our lesson is?
Oh shit! Randomizing.
Randomization. Very good. So currently, we don't have any randomization. It sounds like we kind of do, but we don't. They're just kind of phasing in and out with each other. You know, their rhythms are phasing in and out.
Yeah.
And for example, if we set them all to fastest, they're playing the same thing. Yeah, tune a chord. Tune a nice chord for think two of them are the same.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it from here. Wait, I'm gonna do one by one, right?
Remember, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Sorry, maybe I'm high. I think I'm high.
No, you're good.
That sounds good. That sounds like a nice 7th. So when you got it tuned, right? Okay. So the point of why I did this is not to be a dick. It's to get rid of all randomization. They're now playing the same thing, right? They're as unrandom as they can be, as far as rhythm. So one thing we can do is we can get randomization involved. So
I would like to tune an actual 7th though. Can we do that? Can I grab like?
no, it's not worth doing it. It's gonna take too much time for nothing.
Oh, it's alright. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll make 7ths on the on the Jupiter. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So basically, this is our master clock. It shoots out a fast clock, and that's labeled main. It also has a built-in clock divider that will divide by 2, 4, whatever. So let's take the divide by 2. So half as fast as our main clock. So this has a divider in it, and this output we're taking is half as fast as our main clock. And what we're going to do is send it into our random voltage generator.
Alright.
And
so it's going to randomize it. That's what's going to
every time it gets a clock, it's going to think of a random voltage. Like, every time it gets a clock, like, it's like being told, like, now. And it thinks, like, 4.2 volts. And it's like, now. 2.2 volts, or whatever. You know, every time it gets this clock, it thinks of a new random voltage.
Alright,
and what these knobs do is they set how high that random voltage could be or how low. Like, let's say we don't want it to be a super high voltage, we want it to be medium to low. We can kind of guide it and say, like, you know, give us a number from 0 to 2, or 0 to 10. We can set that range, basically, of, like, what the voltages are, right?
What? No, I
Get your
didn't.
7th, get your 7th right. Get the 7th perfect. It sounds good.
I like that one.
You like that? Okay. So, anyways.
Alright.
We have the clock. It's divided in here as well.
How many are we dividing it for?
We're dividing it by 4, actually, right now. So, every 4 beats, it's going to send a clock to this and tell it, now, give us a random voltage.
Okay.
And we set the top to the highest and the bottom to the lowest. So it can give us any voltage. A wide range. And again, we could say, you know, give us only 0 to 2 instead of 0 to 10 or whatever. Or give us 2 to 10.
What is the bottom one for?
The bottom is like, give us 2 to 10. Or give us 5 to 10 or whatever. Or give us 2 to 7. We can set the random voltage and you'll see.
Alright.
So, set it into there. And then out here, we can set it to anything. So first, let's set it to this jack, which will flash a light. It will flash an LED, and each one of these oscillators has a light-dependent resistor. Remember I showed you the thing? These are his modules. So that white thing, this is the guy's modular stuff. These are his modules. So inside, there's a light-dependent resistor that goes off. Each one of these are affected. Each one has a light-dependent resistor.
So this is the same brand of the one that you were showing.
The same guy, Moth and Z, and we're friends. He's told me for a fact I have more modules of his and more stuff of his than anyone in the world. Like, I think these 3 modules alone, these 3 right here, this is like 25% of the world's supply of these modules. And then these modules up here, these ones I have 5 of them. This one over here.
This 3 modules right here is 25% of the world's supply, bruh.
Yeah.
Yo.
This one's one of.
That's
10.
crazy.
this one's actually 1 of 10.
You know, actually, they are not charging. This is not charging, actually.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if it's your cable.
Maybe. Here, let me try to plug it into a battery.
Yeah. Or just bring the battery here like it was like before.
It might. I don't think it will reach, and I don't want your phone to fall. Is it charging now?
I'm gonna check.
I put it on the fast charge.
I cannot see. Wait. Whoa, I'm gonna have to take it out of here. Alright, cool. It's not charging.
It isn't? I wonder if the cable's busted. Let me try it. Yeah, let's try it direct into the battery like you said.
Yeah. Wait.
Is it charging?
Let me check. I don't know. Let me see. I wanna know. Okay, it is. Now it is. Yes, it is. Now it is. It is charging.
Sick. Okay, let me get the lighter battery. I had a really dumb idea from before that might work.
Just like put it right there on top.
Well, what I was gonna do is I was going
Puta madre. It almost fell. But wait. Yeah, just make it, yeah, like put it, yeah. That's cool. Because it was good, it was solid.
I was going to take this cord and tie it around.
Because I have another idea if you want. My idea was kind of simple. With this battery, with the little one. Pass it to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were just going to let it hang?
I was going to tie it.
And then and then it could like...
So that it's right not there? Hanging off the camera, it's hanging off of here. Yeah.
Okay, so look.
The port will hold it. It's just, is that stressing the camera? And it's not.
I was thinking like right here.
No, because that could knock it out.
Why? No.
I don't want it, because this is loose. I don't want it to knock your phone out.
It's not.
It might.
I don't think so.
No, it's not worth it.
So
it can just hang. Why not just let it hang? It's fine.
Let
it's
it
fine.
hang?
Just let it fucking hang. Let them hang out.
Alright, cool. Let it hang low.
Let it hang a bit. It looks cool, honestly, doesn't it?
Yep,
it looks
it
like
does.
mad scientist shit.
It does.
I'm glad you vibe.
Alright, wait. I'm trying to check if it is charging though again, because for some fucking reason, it's telling me my battery is low. I'm like, I already knew it, bruh. I already knew my battery is low. I don't know why you're telling me stuff I already know. Okay. So.
Is it?
It looks like it is. It looks like it is.
Word.
Why wouldn't it let me show me the way, show me the way. Okay, 21% charging. It is charging. I don't know why my phone likes to just give me anxiety. Say, are you still here? If you are, manifest yourself. This is Virginia. But yes, as I said, I am gonna gatekeep my friend because he is very, very cool. And yeah, he's special. I'm gonna gatekeep him. Alrighty then. Alrighty. Why you leave me with no sound? There's so many places where this could be. You know? Why you leave me with no sound?
So sorry.
Wait, I want to see which one is the one that you touched for this.
Okay, so let me show you
Alright.
the entire path, right? So at starts here, goes through, gets divided, goes to our thing, which is our sound generator. It's generating sound. Then it goes to a mixer. Then from this mixer, it's actually going to another mixer. This mixer is really special.
Sound stage.
It has a lot of inputs. It has 2 outputs, stereo. And it's just only 2 outputs stereo because this does the panning. So if you want it panned left, you plug it in there. If you pan there, some left,
cool.
some right, center.
That's
like that.
really cool.
Right, and so then what are the different layers if this is just pan, right? This is filtering. So this is a high pass. This is a band pass. This is a lower band pass, low pass.
That's a very cool. Which one would be the normal one? Let's say.
They're all normal if you have this knob over here. Once you turn this up, it fades into all the filters. And you can CV control it. So you can have an LFO or you can have a sequencer or a clock.
I want low pass.
You could have a clock, move it up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want,
you can do fucking
I
anything.
want low pass right there.
And,
right?
and there's a volume for it, and you can CV control that.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this mixer is, real quick, the cool thing about this mixer is you can plug a million things into it, like your drums, your synths, your chords, your reverbs, all these things, and then you can have it all go on and off because there's a volume knob you can control. So you can make really complicated sounds with a mixer that has like 21 inputs like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's most mixers like you saw are 4 input. Most if you look around, you'll see mixers everywhere. People are always like, "How do you learn how to use this thing?" It's because it's like you have like 50 of the same modules. So you have like 50 oscillators. You have like 50 mixers. You know what I mean? Once you learn one mixer's the simplest thing in the world, right? Yeah. Once you learn one mixer, you know them all. So that's how you learn shit like this.
And it's crazy because it's like this is kind of what we do over here too. Like there's
Same
FM synthesis, modular synthesis, subtractive synthesis,
once you know one reverb, you know them all. Once you know
it's
one,
like it's not that many types of synthesis either.
And once you know one compressor or one EQ, or once you know what a preamp does. That's like, how do you know what all those knobs do? And I'm like, they're actually all preamps, and they are just volume knobs.
Or like when you see like, let's say like the Neve or just a big console, it's like, whoa! It's like, nah, bro. It's literally just one strip. You follow that one strip. That's like,
and it's just that times 30. You learn the one strip.
Times 32 or times whatever.
The hardest part is the part that's not the strip, which is like all the automation. If it has automation. The talk back, all that control room shit, like all of that master.
Flying faders and all that bullshit.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It's not bullshit. It's cool.
Is that someone from your school industry?
No. Nobody's.
That's not your professor?
There's nobody.
Hey, fuck you, I heard that.
Right? Like, yo, I have flying faders at my studio. I'm gonna dislike this shit. Dislike immediately.
How dare you talk shit on the way. So anyways, we're going out of this mixer into another mixer.
Very cool.
Honestly, just because our output module is stereo. So this is the last in the chain. Every synth has an output module. And it's a final volume knob. Why do we have an output module? Because modular works in a very high voltage range, and if you send it to your interface or you send it to your speakers,
is it gonna blow it?
It's very likely to blow it. So you have an output module that steps it down to normal levels, and you have different types. You have different types. So for example, this is the simplest kind of one. You have a left and a right, and a left and a right, and it comes out, and it's just stepping it down or whatever, right? Volume for each. Then this, you have 8 inputs and 8 outputs. So
16.
This is a DB25 cable. You know, these you've seen these obviously in the studio. These carry 8 signals. It's like 8 mic cables in one. So you have 16 things, 8 in and 8 out. They have one that's just 16 in and one that's just 16 out, but I got the one that's mixed and matched. So you have all sorts of different kind of input modules, and then obviously you have.
Wait. So this one, you can turn it. You said you can turn it into different.
They sell this one in different forms. They sell this one in different forms too, but this one just sounds different.
So you can take it to like speaker level, mic level, line level. That's what is this one?
It's taking it from modular level to line level.
To line level.
Because modular level is the one that's like really high, like 10 volts or 20 volts or whatever. And
I mean, and it makes sense though because it's like passing a lot of like the energy gotta pass through a lot of stuff. So it makes sense that it's Whoa,
Yeah.
that's cool. I didn't know that.
And
that
so if you want a sound to come into your modular, you need to step it up to that level too.
Do you know
so you
how many...
So you usually have a preamp in your synth.
Yep.
Because you want to step up your guitar or whatever, mic or whatever.
There's the other way around.
Yeah.
Basically. And do you know how many volts actually is modular level?
I think it's like plus minus 10 volts, but it may be.
And how
lower
much
than
is line level? I should know that, but I don't.
I don't know.
It's alright. Next time I'll be here, I know that.
I think it might be more about impedance too.
Yeah.
Because it's
so
because everything that happens inside the modular system is unbalanced, and then here it's getting taken out to balance. So, God, it's been a while. If you ask me this question,
it's like a little DI box, but for module.
Beautiful, yes, beautiful. It's basically a DI box. Like you have either transformers or op amps in there. In this case, super audiophile op amps. They sell 6 different versions of this module, and the only difference is like what op amps are inside or what transformers are inside. And this is like the dopest one.
That's crazy.
They're the purple op amps. I don't even know what those mean. I just know it's the best one.
I just know it's the best one.
Do you have to piece?
Huh?
Do you have to piece? You grab your jacket.
No, I'm cold.
Oh, you're cold. Aw.
And then my heat is hurting.
Oh,
okay, so we can order the food. Wow, because we already got some sound. So.
Yeah, and I explain everything to you. You know, like from start to finish.
All right, cool.
Every single module that's involved. And again, you always know modules that are involved because they have, cables plugged into them.
Yeah.
So,
my head is hurting here.
I'll unplug these so it's less confusing.
I think it's not my head though. It's my.
You sure you don't want water?
Okay, I do want water. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go over. I'll lead you to the fridge.
No, you believe in love after love. What? Where's the water? I thought it was gone.
Oh, me?
Yes.
I said I'll lead you to it.
Huh? You'll lead me to it. Oh,
yeah,
then I thought you were gonna bring me some.
So you know like where to get it because you haven't gotten one before.
That's so funny. I thought you were gone. I was like, yeah, I think I'll be goofy for a second or two. Stop. Stop. This is crazy. And you can move this?
Yeah, and the switches and the jacks are like it's not an amp.
Yeah, bro. Where the fuck you get this from? When? Oh, it says Marshall fridge. It literally says that. Stop. How much is one of these? If you ever sell these, please sell it to me.
I would sell it to you because if you notice, my amp isn't even a Marshall. My amp isn't even a Marshall, and I also don't need a fridge that big. I want to get one that's like tiny and keep it in the studio, so that like you don't even need to walk all the way over there. Keep one like right here.
Yeah, you're right. You have a box.
Big, that one's big, so it makes noise. It's like an actual. It's a mini fridge, but it's the size where it is kind of like a fridge in that it makes fucking noise.
Yeah, I would like the I would like a fridge like that. It would be like my only fridge actually. I wouldn't have a big fridge. That would be my big fridge. You're gonna order? Oh, with your computer.
Fuck yeah, we do I told you I have 47 minutes of screen time per week. But that's on the phone. On the computer, it's probably like 300 hours a week. How many hours are in a week?
Probably around.
Take like hours. 320.
You like just take all the hours of the week and like just do -8 per day.
If you were to count my computer screen time, it would be like 240. If there's 320 hours a week, subtract literally like sleep because
that's it. That would be
everything I do my entire life, like everything.
What time is it?
4 p.m.
All right, see, let's do this fast.
Yeah.
Ooh, can we get Kung Fu Tea too?
2? You are a little brat. What? You want them both?
Wait, because I'm bulking. I told you I'm bulking.
So is boba good for when you're bulking?
I don't know. It's just not. Look, stop. Look, let's just eat the Peruvian shit. And I'm gonna tell you what to order because I'm Peruvian, so I know better.
I thought that
Do you believe in life after love?
It might be close. Wait, let me. What the fuck? I guess they're not on DoorDash anymore. They used to be. Or wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different. Yeah, okay, I cannot find the place. I cannot find the place, however...
What did you say was the name?
I don't remember.
So put Peruvian food.
If I just type Peruvian, I did type that.
Exactly that way. So but Inca Social, they told me Inca Social is good.
Yeah, Inca Social is good.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No, there's one in McLean, but I guess maybe they're not open today or they're not delivering today. They are really good. It would just be here faster because it's closer.
Yeah.
Some of these places are not.
Minutes.
Yeah, some of these are not too far. I think this is the closest one.
That's 35. That one's 31.
This
Inca
is
Social
the
is 31. Or Granja de Oro.
This one's closer. This one's the closest.
Oh yeah, you're right. Super chicken, but that just chicken. That don't have Peruvian food.
True.
Unless you just want chicken, this is cool.
I mean, we could just get it next time or something, or I'm down. I just don't want you to get late or you to not eat your lunch. I guess you could take it with you.
No, I think we can like eat it here. You know, I got class at 7. It's only 4.
That's so true. That's so true. Okay. Cool.
Alright.
Thank you for alleviating my anxiety.
It's alright, yeah. You said fuck cursing.
No, we have to continue with the lesson. We've set up like part one of the
you're
lesson.
Right, you're right.
Part 1 of the lesson was like the basics. That was the foundation. Then we're gonna get to the actual lesson, which is randomization and how we make a cool beat, like the
part 2,
like this,
coming soon,
like the sick ass beat that you heard before I unplugged all the cables.
Yay! All right,
because it involves a lot of randomization.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna stop this for a second, cause we are gonna get banned for the music, for your music, unless we play stuff that is not copyrighted yet. You wanna hear my new favorite album? It just came out yesterday. Look, I'm gonna put you on, okay? So look, it's my new favorite album. This came out yesterday. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. It's just believe on the process. Like, trust the ride.
But, yeah. Of course.
What happened?
Nothing.
I can shut it up if you
No.
want.
I have it from here.
Okay.
DAW, so just so you know my setup, this is the monitor controller.
Mhm.
So just select inputs. The only two, we don't use sum or CD.
Mhm.
Only DAW and analog. But DAW, don't think of it as DAW, think of it as like the computer. you want to watch a YouTube video, that's the DAW.
Mm.
The DAW is not actually DAW.
A DAW, alright.
Analog is like the actual interface and shit. You know, like actual analog is anything where you're actually doing studio shit.
Alright.
Interface, synth, anything.
Alright,
right?
cool.
And then DAW is like
Your
you want to
computer.
listen. Yeah, my computer. You want to listen to Spotify. You want to listen to YouTube. Whatever.
Let's say when you're working on your DAW, it's also DAW though.
No, DAW is analog.
Analog?
Because you're using the interface.
Oh, you're right.
You could switch Ableton to the DAW sound card, like the
Yeah,
desktop sound,
yeah.
but it will only have 2 outputs, and it will it will work like shit. It will have latency, and it won't be as good as the interface. The interface just runs better. Like Ableton will run better when you're using an interface instead of just like a laptop sound card.
Makes sense. Oh wait, let me type it in. Now this is one of my favorite bands from like
oh yeah, I remember
a long time ago, like from since I'm like young.
I feel like I've seen them live or something.
No, there's not. This is not this one. It's Papato, was just not recognizing it because your algorithm is different. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
So they did a new, yes. And wait, first.
I was like, you really fucked up the spelling on that one.
So look, we're just gonna go through it, right?
Okay. Yeah. And then sit. Now, no more ADHD. Sit.
Okay, thank you.
Oh wait, your bracelet. Your bracelet.
My only source of protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
The source of your
no, I'm fucking with you, but it does protect me. So we're.
Is this real or did they make this up? Is this American or is this Peruvian?
That is cool as fuck. That's inkable. So that's like a Peruvian. Like it looks like papa rellena. It's just smaller, but it looks so good.
Should we get beef and cheese or
yeah,
one? Should we just get beef or should we get
beef and cheese? I think.
Beef and cheese.
Yeah, cause the beef one is gonna be more like the actual plate, like the.
I think they're saying that some of them are beef and some of
yeah,
them
exactly.
are cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure we're.
Yeah, and then the cheese ones are just gonna be like Americanized, you know. Alright, so let's get some balls.
Those look fucking good. I would be down to even get 2 of those.
Shit. you like balls, don't you?
You know I do. You know I'm a very experienced ball fondler.
Alright, leche de tigre, and it's only $4. Get that shit.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that whatever that shit is. Yes, exactly. Get the shot. Yes, because it's like
shot?
fuck it. It says $4. It's not. Yeah. Not get spicy. Get a medium. It's a Peruvian restaurant. It's smart.
Peruvian food is not spicy.
It is sometimes.
Persian food is not spicy. We don't in our entire country.
No, I said Peruvian.
No, I know, but I'm saying in my culture,
Uh-huh.
spiciness is not a thing.
No?
It's not a flavor we have in our cooking at all in any part of the country.
Damn.
We have every other flavor except spicy.
Whoa. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you just add 2 of those.
But I love spicy.
All right, cool. I add 2 of those.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1 for you, 1 for me. Unless you just want to try 1.
No, I'm down.
All right,
love
cool.
ceviche.
Yeah, that's like a mini ceviche shot. That's Nikkei ceviche though. That's different. That's like a little that's like a mixture. Nikkei means half Peruvian and half Japanese food.
Whoa.
It's good though.
What is carretillero?
Carretillero means like street ceviche, like street food ceviche.
I keep forgetting that it's just Spanish and it's not Portuguese.
Carretillero.
For some reason, I keep wanting to think that Peru speaks Portuguese, but it's not. It's literally just Brazil and Portugal. That's the only 2, right?
Yeah.
It's just those 2. Yeah.
I don't know if I kept streaming or if I mean, yeah, we are. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They have a ceviche
Wait, what happened to our music? And it's playing, but it's like, no, I do gotta go back. Yeah.
Can you help me learn Spanish in general?
Yeah.
Is it cool if I ask you questions? Because
Yes, of course.
everyone speaks Spanish in Baltimore.
I got you. You can even text me. Alright, go down. No. El Cusco. That's a little bit. Don't worry about it. That's like not Peruvian. It's like with Peruvian ingredients, but
But
it's
it
not.
looks sick.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it look sick?
It does. But I think that maybe we could do it like on the actual restaurant actually. Cause quinoa, I got my let's go with that. Yeah. All right. So I think we got that.
So 2 of the shots, 1 of these.
Yeah, and then
So we
a
can
main
get
platter
something
that we
made.
can like split, like we can share.
No, I mean, you can get your own. I don't know how much you eat. I don't eat that much though, so I'd be down.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, cause yeah.
Or get something that's meant to be split, like in like more appetizers or some shit.
Okay.
Should we fuck with this?
That's heart. Beef
Yeah,
heart.
I don't know if I'm kind of a bitch when it comes to
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, don't get the heart.
that. Chicken will be good though.
Yeah, but it's
It's chicken heart too.
I mean, we do chicken hearts, yes, but it's not the like original. You know, like the original one is heart, beef heart.
Okay.
So I want you to try something original. If you want it, you can order it, but
I'm too scared.
exactly.
I'm
So-
scared of eating heart. It makes my heart hurt when I think about eating a heart.
Okay. So, I think we're gonna go for nah.
No, is that enough?
Not risotto. Let's go. Yeah, let's go right there. Saltado, look.
No, fuck this section. That's just best stuff. So this is okay. So this is the actual top of the menu. This is where the menu starts. This is their featured stuff, which
And it's a trucha.
I mean, this looks good too.
Yeah, but that's we don't want that.
Is it a shitty fish? Or is
No,
it
it's a good fish. It's a good fish, but we want something with more flavor.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's
we-
you're saying that's basic,
Yeah, exactly. It's like fried chicken.
and this is not Peruvian. This place is like a fusion, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that
I mean,
common in Peru too?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's go down. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which one to get. So that's good too, but that's simple. That shouldn't be that expensive. It's just potato.
Peruvian sushi.
So if we get the acevichado, the cevichado, that's really good. Cause it's like a Peruvian like mixture of shit, and it's very good.
Bomb.
Now,
Let's get the full-
if we can get the anticuchos for $1 extra, like what the fuck?
It's probably just a side of it.
Let me
so
see.
it's probably one piece.
All right, but I think that would be like a good addition, even if it's just one.
True. You would eat it?
Cause it's like
I don't know if I would eat it. I'd
okay.
be scared.
So
Here, if we look at sides, they might have photos of how big it is. No,
I don't think they have it. Yeah, no. I think it's like a glitch, and then they just don't have to send it.
I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's because it said sides. I'm sure it's a smaller one.
All right, cool. So,
Maybe it's a glitch.
yeah,
I mean,
let's
I
go
don't know.
to okay. So what? Wait, don't be too fast.
Either way, I don't want to get too much stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have like leftovers because I'm going back.
Yeah.
Right after you leave, pretty much. I'm going back as well.
Damn. All right, cool. So yeah, get the compliment with the anticuchos because that shit looks like a glitch. It really does. Just get one. Yeah.
No, it's yeah. I see what they do.
Oh,
It says that, but then
and it's
Yeah.
mine. All right. Cause then you could get okay.
okay. So we can get that. Should we get something another small one?
Yeah, another entry. Don't they have an actual causa? Yeah, exactly, an actual causa. Do you like seafood? That's a lot of seafood. Yeah.
What is this?
So this is like potato.
What is ají amarillo?
Oh, it's good. It's just a type of spice, but it's like a potato, cold potato, but it comes topped with like different like fishes or that's fish.
The only thing I don't like is scallops. You know
Okay.
scallops?
Yeah.
The ones that are really funky?
Yeah, they're not.
I don't like
These
scallops.
this
That's
is-
the only one I don't like is scallops.
All right, cause look, if you go down, it should say what it is. Okay, so it's veggie. You can get it. You can get it with chicken too. You
Is
can
this
get it with
olive?
shrimp. Yeah, that's olive, but it's olive with pulpo. So pulpo is the big fat woman in the Little Mermaid. What's her name?
Ursula.
Ursula. Yeah. What is that?
A bear?
No.
Oh, octopus.
Octopus.
Oh,
Yeah,
word.
that's
Fuck
octopus.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
You like octopus?
Of course.
Okay, so get that one.
Why is it the best one?
I mean, is there an option that's sampler? Yeah, get the sampler because it comes with the chicken, I guess, and the other one.
I wonder how many it comes with.
Those.
Just
I
3?
said, yeah. I think we're gonna be okay with that. Yeah.
Let's just get the octopus.
I'd
Let's
say
do
the
it,
sampler
right?
because the other ones, like the way you see how they like
Okay.
condiment it.
Okay, you really want the sampler?
I mean, I'm saying, I'm trying to sample you because it's whoa, pause.
I just want the octopus.
All right, cool. No, I'm
Are
saying
they
I was
saying
trying
the
to
whole
like
thing
show
is
you.
fried? Is this for the potato or is this for the
Oh, that's
meat?
fried. That's funny.
Is this, you can choose cold or fried. but
I
it's-
think the fried is the one we already have the balls or something.
No,
similar.
it's talking about this one, the calças. So
Yeah.
I'm asking, is it saying cold or fried about the potato?
Yeah,
or
about the potato.
Or about the
Nah,
topping?
get it cold. Yeah, get it cold like the normal one. Yeah, I never heard of
That's
that.
traditional.
Yeah, traditional.
That's probably enough food.
Yeah, that's enough. That's
We'll just
good.
split this.
Yeah,
Hopefully they give
everything.
us chopsticks. I do have extra chopsticks though. I do
So
actually,
look,
I have a ton here.
Let's do one less. Take it, leche de tigre.
You don't want one?
I do, but I think it's gonna be like enough to share that between both of us.
Oh, like it's more than a shot. Do you think it's like, they say it's a shot, but it's not a shot. It's like
A little bit bigger.
It's-
Yeah.
probably bigger than a shot.
Yeah.
So they showed us a fucking,
Yeah, because it looks, yeah.
like a jar, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool like that.
Everything is just kind of expensive, so it might literally be a shot. Is it really fucking good?
It's really good.
Is it just juice? Is it seafood in it?
It's just a juice with a little bit of seafood in it.
Okay. Yeah, that's
You
fucking.
see, it comes with like a little bit of corn and then that's it. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Alright, cool. It says if you spend more $3, it gets you $8 off. Go back. You see, out of $3.60 and get a $8 off deal.
I know. That is smart. I just don't want to get that much stuff, and I'm not pressed about money. You know
I'm
what
saying
I mean?
like a drink, you can get like an Inca Cola.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
It's just for the price.
You're right.
Because if not, might as well order, less.
You're right. You're very, very right.
Okay, get the chicha morada. That's better. Chicha morada. That one. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
It's a Peruvian drink made out of corn. I just touched you. I was like, I get excited. I was like, that Peruvian corn man.
I know. I was trying to
Oh.
give you some.
Oh shit! All right, cool. No, I was just saying. Yeah, the Peruvian drink made out of purple corn. It's like the best thing ever. Yes, as I remember you say. You see? Okay, and now it's cheaper because it was 70 something. You are not gonna give that dasher $11. I'm sorry, exactly one. Yes, we are. Yes.
No.
Okay, 5.
I always tip really, really
5.
well.
5.
I don't know why it's set at 11.
4.
I will compromise and I'll go down to 9.72.
Whoa!
Yeah.
To get it 66? Okay.
I
Oh
say that's-
damn. I'm a bad person.
No,
The camera
I-
has seen that. I was like, 1. Wait, so if it's set 67, might as well get it to 69.
No.
Okay, so just put
This is
66.
this is a good
No,
fit.
wait. 66.9. So it's gonna be 666.69.
Okay.
Alright? Yeah, and then we gotta add 69. So 72 plus 62 cents. No, 69 cents. Yes. About to be. Yes!
You are so
6669.
you are so fucking autistic. I cannot believe I just did that for you. Why did I listen to you? Why did I do that? You said it and I did it. I don't know why I did it.
Whoa.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah. But I didn't do that on purpose. Like, I'm not acting goofy.
You're such an e-girl.
I'm really like this.
You're such an e-girl.
Why? I celebrated. I was gonna celebrate regardless. I was gonna celebrate the 6669 regardless. Because if they are Christian, they're literally gonna see that and they're gonna be scared. But then if they are kinky, they're gonna see that and they're gonna be like, so, are you like real about that? Huh? You know? Huh? I don't know. Whoa. Whoa. Because I would feel like they are watching me, they're my friends. I would feel like I wouldn't be myself. I wouldn't allow myself to be myself.
No, it's just stressful. I'm friends with a chick who is a streamer, like legit streamer, and it's not a big one, but like, you know what I mean, on the schedule, like she has a community, like whenever she streams it's like 30 to 40 people, which is not nothing, but it's just so much stress. Like, I feel like it makes you so ADHD, because like, you have to entertain an audience constantly, you know? Yeah. So you have to be like constantly doing shit.
But I don't do that. You know? I literally just leave it and
that's
I'm
what I'm
like...
saying, that shit sucks. Yeah.
Wait, what?
No.
song. Wait. And then you change the whole vibe. They are crazy. But yeah, we can continue something.
Same thing? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's do it. That was dope.
Yeah, this band is very good. I love them.
Yeah, very dope. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
You want to take them back all the way to the...
Yeah.
To where
There's no randomization
Alright.
at all.
Alright.
All that's different is their pitches. There's the same rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I'm gonna relocate the camera. You can stay where you are, you're good.
Where are all my cables? I had a bunch of bundle of cables in there.
Yes, you did, and you were grabbing them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh wow! You can put a tape here?
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
what
like
do
a
you do
setback.
after?
Like, careful with it, careful with it. That's extremely rare. I'm sorry. Just be careful with it. It's very rare.
Damn, my bad. Wait, what?
That's why I put it so high up.
And
So little gremlins like you couldn't reach it.
damn! I'm sorry, Makisapa. You know what Makisapa means?
What does that mean?
Makisapa is a monkey that has long arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have long arms.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty fitting. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
But this is a rare one because this is back when the Walkman was still hackable in a way where you could control the speed of it with voltage. So this one, unlike all the other ones, 99% of the other modules that look like this, a cassette player stuck to a module, this one is an older Walkman where you can send a clock or you can send whatever and you can have the motors changing based on voltage from your synth.
So look, if I get one of these, because I think my grandfather had one of those. If I get one of these from Peru, and I bring it,
We can
Then
check
we
the
can-
inside to see if
and-
it's one that's moddable in
and
this
then we
way.
can just
Yeah.
and put it in.
They have kits. They sell kits to do it. They sell really cheap kits, like $25. It'll turn your cassette player into a fucking crazy
But you-
circuit bend. You know what circuit bending
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Yeah.
But you got a.
This is basically circuit bending.
But you made it that one? Did you?
No,
was
I
it
didn't.
Why did you buy it like
I
that?
did. That
Alright,
was
cool.
fucking rare. These ones are actually really cool. I just got my 5th one of these in today. This is the sound chip, the synthesizer, because in a lot of computers, the sounds would be done by a synthesizer. But they're not going to put a whole synthesizer into a computer. So they would put a synthesizer into a single chip. And so a lot of computers and a lot of devices have a synthesizer on a chip, meaning oscillators, filter,
Oh, that-
VCA, LFOs.
Why?
Because they want a synthesizer. Back in that day, we didn't have like real sound. Like we couldn't play samples in our computer in the same way. So you'd have a synthesizer in your computer. The earliest computers.
Oh, so
I'm
it goes
talking.
and it's like turns on and it's like.
I'm
and
talking
that's going from the
Commodore.
synth.
Like I'm talking the first computers ever. The first
Whoa.
home computers. Yeah, and all the sounds were made by a synth inside, and it was a synthesizer on a chip. So
Whoa.
this is the synthesizer on a chip from the Commodore 64, which is like one of the first computers
Whoa.
ever. And I have 5 of them. And the reason for that is then you can do chords. You can do 5-note chords. I actually,
Yay.
technically, this is the 6th one. This is the deluxe.
Whoa.
But I
That
have
is
5.
cool.
I have to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna fit all of these in here.
That is
I have to
cool.
keep
This
selling modules.
What is this one?
That one is.
Let me see that one.
That one is like 12 different oscillators. That one is 12 square wave oscillators, all run through shift registers into each
How is
other.
it 12? Is this only 6?
Those are just the outputs. So it's 12. It's something like 12 square wave oscillators, but they're going through a shift register. I do have a shift register module right here. So we could. Yeah, that is a shift register. We could play around with the shift register, but that's a little bit more of an advanced thing. Let's stick with randomization. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me check this joint. Alright.
Mine's the one that's empty, right? Yeah. Probably.
Yes, of course. I grabbed the water and then drank it.
Okay. So there's different ways we can randomize stuff. Let's mute this for a sec. And instead, let's borrow this fourth clock. And actually, no, that's the lowest note. Let's hear it. Yeah, let's take that note out. And we're gonna make this 1, 2, 3, and now 4. We're gonna send to a different sound generator. This one, dial up. And then sound output.
Wait, you're putting that through a what? What is the smaller one?
It's another synthesizer. So in his world, you can think of each thing as a different synthesizer. These are samplers. So each one of these is a sampler. This is a little synthesizer. It's a drum synthesizer. This is, a synthesizer in a way. It's 4 oscillators. This is a synthesizer too. It's digital actually. It's it's an algorithm. We're hearing math. We're hearing a math spaz the fuck out. So there's 2 knobs.
Okay,
There's
so where's
tail. So let me show you the 2 knobs. So the first
where's
one
the
is
other one? Okay.
So the first one is tail, which is basically release.
Yeah.
You know, like you understand how envelopes work, ADSR. Yeah. So this is release.
Yeah.
That's all you need. And range just gives you 3 different versions of release as far as how long they go. So this is longer. Like if your tempo is slow.
So this is the range.
And no, this is the range of the tail. So this affects the tail and how long it is. Left is like short. Like you want this to be short. Yes. This is like longer tails, longer releases, and super long releases. You get that? Yeah. Okay. Then this knob, we don't know what it does. It's just labeled with a picture of a computer. So just have fun, you know? And even the jack, we don't know what the jack does. It's just labeled with a picture of a telephone. You see the jack?
Yeah.
We don't even know what they do.
Wait, so what if you connect it to here? What is that one for?
I don't know. It has a picture of a telephone. What do you think it's for?
Like probably like a beat crush or something like that. Like it makes it like.
I think it actually moves this knob. So it's the way we can have something like random voltage move that knob, and that's why I plugged into this. Is because I want to show you some random voltage. So what we're gonna do?
Oh, so you're gonna plug it in here to move this knob?
Yes. So
this now is gonna get moved by that.
It is moving, and you can see what it's doing up here. It is kind of hard to see because I know it's super high. Let me turn the tempo up. Okay. So now instead of just this, then it can move it. So this is an example of using randomization to change a sound for us,
okay,
which is the most common way to use it in synthesis. What were you gonna say?
Where's the range for this? Because I want to change the range of this.
So this, we have actually 2 random generators in here. Currently we're using the first one, which is the silver. You can see how, do you see how the silver is touching these jacks and then the black? You see the color coordination there? Actually want this knob up high.
Not too high.
No, I think when you're affecting a knob, you want it at max because this is, in his modules at least, I've watched an interview with him and I know him. This sets where the maximum is.
Yeah.
Just in case you're not using something like this. Like just in case you're using something else besides this module.
Alright, so let's put it to max and then cut it up here.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and then this is it smooths it. So instead of it just jumping around, you know, super fast, it will like kind of slide it around, but in a really shitty way that sounds fucked up and cool.
Oh, but I don't want it that high though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's turn it down. It actually sounded cool when it was turned all the way down too. Like it seemed like
yeah, like that.
it seems like it's going all the way up. Like let's do this. Let's only go high. See, it's interesting because it seems to only be going like here.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Let's set it on a
I like
faster
that
clock.
I like that.
So you see, now I've set the randomization to be on a faster clock. Let me just make sure.
Oh yeah, we have the
filter on. Yeah. Okay, so we have that. So it's kind of cool because it sounds almost like two different sounds, but it's just changing that knob, and we're creating a rhythm just with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Now also, so now that we've seen randomization change a sound, the sound of something, how it sounds, let's actually use randomization to we're gonna leave this there, and instead we're gonna plug it into our old friend, but not into the sound. We could. So we could change the sound with it, but we're looking for something way more exciting. We are going to take the output and molt it. And the way these molts are set up, they're connected at the back, so it goes all the way down. In fact, if you plug it here, the way I have it wired up, it goes all the way down and then back up here and all the way down.
Oh wow.
Now, if you plug something else in here, then it only goes down to here. Now this one takes over all the way.
The rest of
If you plug one here, then they each get one. Or whatever, you know, or you can put one, you know, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, and where is it
Any
multiplying? Where is the outs basically? So if that's the in, where is it getting multiplied?
The ones that are not black. So we'll just put it right here. Actually, let's just put it right here. So it has this whole molt. We'll give that the whole molt, and then we can give the second one the whole. Because remember, I said there's two of them, right?
Yeah.
And you can send different clocks to them.
So
but you can send different clocks to them. But even with one clock, if you just put one clock into the top, you'll notice that one will move to the same clock. So this clock is getting molted automatically to this one if there isn't something here.
So I got a question though.
Yeah.
So you said I can like occupy them. So if I don't block the black ones and I just keep bringing out of these ones, I can, instead of having just 3 outs, I can have multiplied by, let's say, 6 or whatever, 6 or 5 or something like that.
I am so sorry. I am too I'm too fucking
fried.
Yeah, I'm too fucking
Understand
fried.
that.
Yeah, you're gonna need to hit me with that one again.
Alright.
I might need to turn off this fucking sissy hypno music though.
So you see here, right? You said it could be, as long as you not like interrupt the signal with another one, I could keep getting outs of these ones. So instead of just having a molt that is only gonna multiply by 3, I can get one here and it's gonna have 5.
Yeah. So trick question: what's happening right now with the molts and the random generator?
Right now?
Yeah. What did I do with the molts? Where could you get the outputs of each random generator? The silver one and the black one.
So this one, the silver one right here, you can get it out of this line.
Yeah.
And then the black one, you can get it out of this line.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, you did get the colors backwards, but you're right on it. Yeah,
Whoa.
this is the silver one. So you see, this is the first one. The first random generator.
Oh.
And they're just identical. They're just 2 separate ones. And again, I gave the second one a slower clock. So we can use that for different things. A slow one and a fast one. You'll see how that. And again, you could have one that slides, one that doesn't, one that goes high. You have a bit more control when you have 2.
Yeah.
And I actually have 3 of these.
So I got the color wrong because I was looking at the color that's like right near it and not the whole.
Wait, maybe you said it correct and I'm just high, or I don't know. I forget it. It doesn't matter.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Either way, you understand how it.
That's why, kids, you don't do drugs.
But typically, a multi is simple, and this guy Dieter Doepfer, he's a German guy that invented Eurorack, not modular synths, but he invented this format, the 3U, because it's the same heights as studio gear, 3U, 3U. So he invented this, so his modules are the most vanilla. They are like the most simple, most classic, closest kind of to lab gear. So for example, if you look at his malts, here's a malt right here. So you can see the line. It gives you 3 copies, and then there's automatically a break there. I think it might actually copy down to these 3. So with nothing there, you get 6 copies. And then here, this is what's called a buffered malt. So a malt usually doesn't have power running into it, which means it's passive. That's convenient. However, it means it also does its job more shittily, which is fine for a lot of things. Like maybe you want an LFO or a random voltage. It doesn't need to be precise. But let's say you have notes being sent somewhere, and you want those notes to be perfectly on pitch. Then you might pretty much need a buffered malt. Or for clocks, you need a buffered malt. And it requires power, but what it does is it's taking that clock or those notes, the note voltage, it's running it through an op amp and like refreshing it. It's like revitalizing it and making it like plump again. It's like lotioning it up so it can go on its journey and like be like accurate. I don't know. It's like feeding it and sending it on its way.
That's cool.
It's
so
nourishing
it. Repotentiating.
Yes, it's like revitalizing and nourishing the signal, so it's like accurate for pitch and stuff like that. You always want to use a buffered malt.
That's cool.
But you can see how simple this is. Input 3 copies, and then you see the arrow that you actually get 6.
How can we use this one?
So very simply, it just puts out voltages. So you can see X. This is the X dimension, and you can see if we go here, positive X puts out a voltage. So let's say this is 0 volts out of this output for X positive. And then let's say this is like 10 volts out of here. And then same with here. Like this is like negative 10 volts. This is positive 10 volts. 10. And then same with Y and then Z.
Whoa, okay. So left. Up, down, left. Y, Z.
Yes, and.
Oh, it's a gate.
Yeah. And so you get all of those X, Y, Z and the gate, and then you also get like diagonal ones too. So this is cool because, this is kind of what we call like a master control, because you make a patch, you make a cool sounding patch, but you have all these inputs that look lonely and they just want to be jammed, jammed full. They just want to be fed and bred.
All right.
So this is 12 fucking outputs. Actually, sorry, 13. Am I counting right? Sorry. 11 outputs. And you get to jiggle this thing around. Everyone is like, they always like go crazy, yeah.
So do you think we can like do something here and then put it here?
Yes. And we can have some of them be rhythm, some of them be sounds, and it will change the rhythm and the sound and make it like a totally different patch.
So you could play with it, basically.
It's almost like a preset. You're crossfading through presets in a way.
That's cool. That's cool as fuck.
We can call it surveying. We can call it surveying. Surveying through a patch. You know what a patch is, right?
Surfing, yes.
Surveying. Like surveying.
Surveying.
You like surfing more. Yeah. Surfing through a patch. Actually,
what does surveying mean?
So surveying is like when someone is like mapping out the land. Like they're making a map. You know what I mean?
Like surveillance?
No. Sort of, probably, maybe.
English is not my first language.
No, you're probably right. Okay. Because they all come from Latin, remember? And Spanish comes from Latin.
You're right.
And so they're kind of like English and Spanish. It's weird how they're brothers. Yeah, in the same way how like Mac and Linux are brothers, Like they seem English and Spanish seem so different, but there are like 50, 60, 70, 80 words in Spanish that you literally add O to the end of, and it's in English, and it's a Spanish word. Obviously, the pronunciation
Nintendo.
is different. Nintendo. That's the one word that's identical.
Exactly. No,
I
no.
think there are a few that are identical.
Yeah.
But, like, not that many.
In English it's Nintendo, and in Spanish it's Nintendo.
Really? That would be funny. Okay. Are you down to keep doing this?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay. You're so fucking. You're such a slut for this. You're so submissive for this synth. I mean, why wouldn't you be? 8 foot,
Right?
7 foot tall synth towering over you. I mean, if this thing fell over, it would kill you. That probably turns you on, doesn't it?
Killing? This killing me? No.
Just like your family reading the obituary, that doesn't
No.
doesn't turn you on. Like
No.
like everyone you know reading the obituary that you got killed by a gigantic 300-pound synth.
Whoa! Well, if you put it like that.
Go out in style, in fucking style.
You see, look. So I'm weird, right? Not as weird.
I'm weird.
As
I
to-
don't
as
want to
to-
get killed by a synth.
As to be fantasizing about getting killed by a synth. But let's say if I'm already like about to go and I'm a grandma and this is like my studio and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna boom boom pow.
Yeah, go down with the Titanic.
That would not be as bad. You know, if it's my time. But
Go
mind
down
you-
with the Twin Towers.
Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Mind you.
Is that Twitch Run? Is that Twitch Run?
Is that Twitch Run? Nothing. Nothing that we've done.
Is that TOS?
Nothing that we've done.
Yeah.
It's Twitch friendly.
Yeah.
So,
That's a fair point.
but you see, I'm gonna die when I'm like around 125, around 115, something like that. So, around that time, you know, between 115 and 125, that's the moment where this could be like, boom! And it's like, whoa, that wouldn't be that. Like, that would be a nice way to go out, if you ask me.
For sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you'll
You know, I'm not depressed no more, so I don't fantasize about like, oh, it would be so cool for this shit to just like hit me in the head.
I know.
Like that would be the
Oh, that looks like a juicy truck. Damn, that's such a huge Amazon truck.
yeah, you see.
That would do it real good.
Yeah, that's kind of like the joke. That's kind of like the jokes I used to do when I was like 16, 17.
Yeah, I'm basically at that maturity level, like a 16-year-old girl.
All right.
Yeah,
Makes
but I think
sense,
that's pretty
makes
good
sense,
for my
makes
age.
sense.
I think that's
I
pretty
think
good.
we should end the video with both of us letting like our hair down and just flipping it and be like, fire.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way to end the
Like 15-year-old
That's a
girls.
good way to end the therapy session
Right.
that we just had.
Definitely.
Thank you, by the way, for giving me free therapy.
Definitely.
I'll give you synth lessons in return.
Of course. And I can give you Spanish lessons.
Yeah.
El sintetizador.
And then eventually, once I get good at Spanish, you can give me Spanish. You can give me therapy in Spanish.
Yes. Look,
Yeah.
look. El sintetizador.
Yeah.
Repeat after me.
El sintetizador.
El sintetizador.
Sintetizador.
Yay!
El sin-
You did it.
El sintetizador.
Where is the oscillator? I want to see an oscillator.
Oscillator.
No.
Oscillator.
No. I want to see the oscillator.
How do you say I want to see?
Quiero ver.
Quiero ver
El oscilador.
el oscilador. So do you replace T's with D's and a lot of stuff like that?
I don't know. I just
My,
think it.
like if I'm just winging it, if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just winging it. I might as well just swap out like D's. Okay, yeah, we'll try it.
El oscilador.
El oscilador.
Yeah.
Oscilador.
Yeah.
I need to drink more water for this.
Oscilador.
I feel like you need to hydrate to speak Spanish.
El oscilador.
It requires
You
more
see,
effort than
Look,
English.
so a sine wave. You see how in English is so like easy? Sine wave.
Mm-hmm.
In Spanish is la onda sinusoidal.
Wait, I'll say it again. What was the first word?
La onda.
Onda is wave.
Yes.
How's that spelled? O-N-D-A?
Onda. Yeah, onda.
And then what was sine?
Sinusoidal.
Sinusoidal. That's easy. Because
Yes.
that's the English word. Sinusoidal.
Right.
That's one. We've discovered another word or a word that's the same in English and Spanish. Because if you were like autistic, if you were like fully autistic, you'd be like, this is a sinusoidal wave. Like if you were autistic, you'd be like, this is sinusoidal. Like in English, you sine is an abbreviation because English speakers are too lazy to say sinusoidal.
Whoa!
But so Spanish speakers have to put in the effort to say the scientific name.
Yeah, la onda sinusoidal.
But I'm sure most Spanish speakers who fuck with synths just say sine. But I wonder what the Spanish...
Cine? Fuck no. That
Cine?
sounds dumb.
That sounds, yeah.
No.
That
So
sounds
look, listen. In classes, while we were talking about this, that's why my teacher laughed so much. Because they were like, anybody know what is this? And I was like, eso es una onda sinusoidal. Sinusoidal? And he would laugh. And I was like, I thought he laughed because... you know, I said it wrong or something, but I tried my best, you know, and he's like, this is a sine wave. And he was maybe laughing because I actually knew, like, sinusoidal, but I said, like, the full word.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know?
Here, wait, I'm going to make a guess. Don't.
Okay.
La onda rectangular.
Rectangular.
Did I get
Rectangular?
it? Square wave?
No. A little bit. You're close.
How do you say?
Cuadrada.
Cuadrada. It's not rectangular. That's not a word. I made that up.
No, rectangular. Rectangular is a rectangle.
So that is a word.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's the same as English. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Rectangular. But wait, that's how you say that's not how you say rectangular, like adjective, like that's rectangular. That's how you say this is a rectangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, esto es rectangular. Esto es rectangular.
Gotcha.
So it can be also rectangular.
How do you say square?
Cuadrado.
Oh yeah, sorry. You just hope I don't know. Cuadrado.
En una onda triangular. Triangular, wait.
Yeah.
And then
it was la onda cuadrilador.
Cuadrada. Cuadrada. La onda cuadrada. Yeah.
La onda cuadrado.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then cuadrada.
Quadrada.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
it's
now,
feminine.
so
It's female.
the what's this? The saw wave?
Yeah, I was wondering what that one.
That is Sierra.
Sierra. La Honda Sierra. That's the best one. That sounds like Honda Sierra or something. The Honda Sierra.
La Honda Sierra.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Is that a car?
Is it a car that is actually a Honda Sierra? Because if it is, we can make a meme.
Yeah. That we discovered this. We're like the smartest people in the world.
The Honda Sierra.
We're the smartest, most beautiful people in the world.
Yes,
we
are.
discovered the secrets of Honda. Some marketing.
Right. Alright, let's keep synthing.
Yes. So we used random to change the sound of this. Right? So we have fast random. Moving it around. Take it off the top. And then we also have this slow button. Okay, whatever. But we can use this to change rhythm as well.
Oh, that's what I want to do.
Because each one of these knobs, any knob you see, has an input.
Yeah.
So these divide knobs can be changed. So let's do it here. And you can fool around with this because remember we have slow and we have the two randoms. And you can just fool around with which ones get the slow random, which ones get the fast random.
Mm-hmm.
And then also you have just so many copies. There we go. There we go.
Whoa.
We can also randomize the width too. So then this width can be randomized. We just, again, with mults. Mults are so simple that they can do so much. You can take two outputs and turn it into whatever, 10 outputs. So we're taking an output and turning it into 10, and then again, so we're getting 20 outputs here.
That's cool. So, let me do a wild guess. If I place this, to use this one, where do I connect?
Wow. I just have a cool idea of where we could connect this. we could take it. Let's start with just X and Y.
Alright, cool.
Or, sorry, just X.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, we can
I
do
like
X.
this movement
We
better.
can do X and Y, I think. So we'll do X positive and Y positive.
Alright.
And we're going to take X positive and let's set it to this knob.
Alright. What's that? Wait, let me see.
It's the top knob on the fast random voltage.
Alright.
And then we're going to set the Y to the bottom knob on the slow random voltage.
Alright.
And we're actually going to maneuver these cables a bit so they stay out of the way of the Wait, is it going to be more or less out? Yeah, it's more in your way.
It's good right there, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I have a great idea. Let's do one on width. So let's...
Oh, so yay! Uh-huh.
So just do up and down. Do it slower. You could actually have the other one on swing too. So you could have it just controlling this. You could put one on tempo. You could, we could put this one on tempo. Let's do that. Is this bringing you joy?
Yes. Joystick. That is what a joystick is for.
Yeah. Very true. That is what sticks do. Tempo. Yeah.
Do you know what your girlfriend is doing when she's not home? She might be playing with a stranger's joystick. So be careful. Because it's very fun.
She's playing with your boy's joystick. How does my joystick feel when you twist on it a little bit? When you twist on the tip a little bit? Does it feel nice?
Pause!
Firm? Does it feel firm?
Pause.
That's the tempo. And you can twist it the other way too to slow it down. And you can do it while you're...
Pause! Big pause, but yes.
Here, you want to do slow movements?
So you see, sir, you gotta cuff me before, you know, you gotta say the word. So I can be more respectful. Wait, so you can twist it from the top or from the bottom?
It goes both ways. Negative to positive.
Positive.
Just like how X goes negative to positive,
Mm-hmm.
and negative positive. Yeah, actually, yeah, my bad. Fast movement's gonna be cool too.
Alright, I think we need to play with the Jupiter.
Yeah.
Because we are not gonna have enough time to do everything.
Yeah, you're right. You learned a lot. You learned a ton.
I've learned a lot.
You learned about the randomization of
Since
the...
I learned so much, let me freestyle.
Yeah.
Can I freestyle?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do it.
Here, freestyle, and I'll swap out one of these beeps for a kick.
That's cool, thank you. You see, sir, once you cuff me, I'll be more respectful. I'll be like, oh, let's not make those types of jokes. But for now, I can be a full jokester. Because you know what? You say you didn't. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna talk to you on Twitch. Even though you're not there. And you probably will skip a lot of these parts of the video if you ever see it. Unless you miss me. You really miss me and then you want to see the whole video. Just to see me a little bit. And then you'll be like, damn, she was talking about me. And I just never cuffed her. Yep. That's your problem, right, Sam? That's your problem right there, not mine. Give me like a more steady kick so I can like play around with the top of it.
So we'll take the randomization off the kick.
Alright.
Oh wait. Fuck, that was the wrong one. Sorry, it's a little touchy. They're not actual musical divisions. It's not like divide by 2, divide by whatever. It's like divide by 2.3 or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like weird numbers.
No, but it's cool. It's a feel.
Another easy thing one can do is just take the ones that are divided by musical numbers over here. So that's divided by 6, that's divided by 8. So we'll do every 8 ticks.
Alright. Whoa. What's that? What's that? I like it.
That's an artifact of it being a really shitty 12-bit sampler.
I love it. Let's keep it like that. Okay. So let's start.
Digital artifacts of 12-bit sampling.
Yes, I love it. Alright, so what I am about to do, I'm just gonna freestyle, alright?
So one thing I can do, actually, for you is, like I pointed out, I have 3 of these mixers. And like I pointed out, we have the other mixer with the filters. So how do you want it? Do you want this to be high, medium, low? Like high pass, mid pass, low pass, or whatever? Or how do you want it? Do you want low pass at, here and then high pass here? I'm going to send each mixer to different filters. Here, we'll do high pass, low pass, and then band pass.
I just want high pass and low pass.
You don't even want band pass? Band pass is so sick, trust me.
Alright, bring it.
Yeah, then that way from up here, you know, you can kind of, let's say we want this in high pass. I like putting my kick in the high pass, because then you can do this. Pasa por mi barrio, porque tú quieres un poco de mí, de mí. De mí. Muévelo, muévelo.
vocal de Cuando pasas por mi barrio, lo que tú quieres, un poco de mí. Cuando tú pasas por mi barrio, lo que tú quieres, un poco de mí. Traca, traca, traca.
Okay, so we're gonna use this synth as like a snare, I think. And then we're gonna put this random thing on the synth.
What? Okay. Wait, I like this. Don't touch it. I need a this. Okay.
Oh, and so this thing, this synth, let's randomize the inputs to the jacks. So let's take this and fucking randomize it. Randomize this shit on all this.
Wait, what? What? This is cool as fuck.
Yeah. So it's really sensitive. We can use something called a... Anyway. We actually have one right here.
I can hear really slow with it.
No,
Trust the process. Respect the technique.
So we're gonna take, for example, the time one, right? We like the time one. But it's a little touchy. Right there, along your table. And now we're gonna go down to here. I'm sure there's one over here somewhere. If I really look, I mean, technically the mixer could do it. But we, it's a mixer. Okay, that's not we use this to turn.
I think the order got here.
Oh fuck! I totally forgot about the food.
Me too. It's been 10 minutes outside.
Okay, that's not the worst. That's not the worst. But
I
yeah,
mean,
we are
it's supposed to
on
be
time.
hot and crunchy.
I know.
Oh, you got llamas. Should I go with you or should
No,
you?
I got.
You got llamas. What is this? Llamas, 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 llamas. Llamas, 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 llamas. Acúrate mi. We are gonna take a lunch break. And yes, we got comida peruana. So I'm gonna present you all the Peruvian food and then we're gonna say bye.
Should we take the shots first?
Yes, definitely. Whoa.